is Nataleah Hunter-Young, and I'm a PhD candidate at X University and York University in Toronto, studying aesthetics and Black visual culture, and I will be reading from the bottom of page 48, number 5. The thing is that I think Blacks in the diaspora carry the door of no return in our senses. It is a passport which, after boarding the plane, we are unable to make disappear by tearing it up and throwing it into the toilet. We arrive with its coat of arms, its love knot, its streamers, its bugle, its emblem attesting to our impossible origins. This passport is from the territory of the door. The territory is vast. Its nature shiftable. We are always in the middle of the journey. I know many nationalists along this journey. Each square foot of the Americas has its nationalism. And probably the most powerful of these nationalisms can be experienced in the US. But Jamaica, Brazil, Antigua, even the volcanic Montserrat are no less virulent. There are flags and anthems, even a real love for each place, the ways and objects and events which collect into nations. But the door of no return opens all nationalisms to their imaginative void. One stands on a street corner in Ocho Rios, or in a marketplace in Montevideo, or at a newspaper kiosk in Chicago or Sofia. One stands there and imagines another territory, another history. And in that moment, the fake emblems fall away. The cigarette falls from the fingers, its light singing into the gutter. The newspaper rustles in a catch of alien wind. The passion fruit feels laden in the hand at the market, and one simply cannot make sense of one's time or one's unassuageable desire. One feels a strange discomfort and one sighs and takes off again into a life against oneself. 6. To live at the door of no return is to live self-consciously, to be always aware of your presence as a presence outside of yourself, and to have others constantly remark on your presence as outside of itself. If to think is to exist, then we exist doubly. An ordinary conversation is never an ordinary conversation. One cannot say the simplest thing without doubling or being doubled for the image that emerged from the doorway. At a party, you remark enthusiastically that you have been away, someplace where the sun has deliciously deepened the shade of your skin, and you look up from your bronze shoulder to bewilderment. The self, which is unobservable, is a mystery. The mystery also plays out in the private space of the family in the diaspora, where light or dark shading is related as a proximity to the door of no return and to its secret ineffable quality. This mystery evades all the simplest powers of discernment in the public space. Every space you occupy is public space. That is, space which is definable by everyone. That is, the image which emerges from the door of no return is public property, belonging to a public exclusive of the Black bodies which signify it. One is aware of this ownership. One is constantly refuting it, or ignoring it, or troubling it, or parodying it, or tragically reaffirming it. 7. Blacks in the diaspora obscure themselves as much as they are obscured. They observe and rectify incessantly. Hair, skin tone, talk, fashion. Fashions are not fashions at all, but refashioning. Language is not communication, but reinvention. They are never in place, but on display. Curiously, the dynamism of these circumlocutions are the wellspring of culture in the Americas, and with the dubious help of mass marketing, they are the creative legs of an even more dubious globalization. Let me break it down. What is called Black culture, including aesthetic tastes and sensibilities, is used daily as creative backdrop to multinational markets. But more interestingly, What is produced in Black homes and neighborhoods, the simplest exchanges in communities, expressions, gestures, understandings, dress, these are taken up in generalizing, homogenizing culture. In the language, for example, certain colloquialisms created in a city block of New York or Oakland or Kingston, Jamaica, or Ladbroke Grove, London, become communal sayings far beyond. 8, this self which is unobservable is a mystery. It is imprisoned in the observed. It is constantly struggling to wrest itself from the warp of its public ownerships. Its own language is plain yet secret, rather obscured. 9, if I can say it, let me. I think the Blacks in the diaspora feel captive despite the patent freedom we experience, despite the fact that we are several hundred years away from the door of no return, despite the fact that the door does not exist, despite the fact that we live in every state of self-agency, some exceedingly powerful, some less so, of course, but self-agency nonetheless. One might even argue for the sheer magnificence of our survival against history. Yet,